The courtroom falls silent as Jacob Davala stands before the judge, his last chance slipping away. Once promised redemption, he now faces the weight of every broken rule and every missed test. But when the judge begins to question his story, the truth behind his downfall begins to unravel.
All right, so why isn't he following through with drug testing?
Judge, what has transpired, as I understand it, is in July of 23, there was an amendment made and Mr. Davala was placed on GPS. And it's my understanding that at that time, when they were
Court is calling 2018 CR 9921, State versus Jacob Anthony Davala. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Opinion for the state of Texas.
Donald Wilson for the defense.
And are you Jacob Anthony Davala? Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Jacob Anthony Davala Jr. who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2018 CR 9921 for the offense of assault, impeding breath or circulation, family violence with a previous conviction on April 23rd, 2019 for a period of 4 years and extended for a total of 4 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
State?
Yes, Your Honor. Violation conditions were 20 on or about the 14th day of March 2024 in Bear County, Texas. The defendant, Jacob Anthony Davala Jr., the defendant failed to comply with the rules and regulations of the Bear County Community Supervision and Corrections Department Intermediate Sanctions Program as set forth by the court, and that the defendant failed to comply with all conditions of probation, drug tests as directed, and violation of the law.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Stable waiver remaining violation.
Any objections
No, Your
to the
Honor.
waivers? Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 20, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 20?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 22 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor, that is to revoke the defendant's probation, you keep the defendant guilty and sentence the defendant to 3 years TDC.
All right. What has he done on probation?
Judge, he's completed the BIP. He's completed ISF.
Yes, he did complete application.
Any objection to the court reviewing the probation court summary?
No, Your Honor.
All right. So why isn't he following through with drug testing?
Judge, what has transpired, as I understand it, is in July of 23, there was an amendment made and Mr. Davala was placed on GPS. And it's my understanding that at that time, when they were fitting him with the monitor, he was asked where he was going to live, and he told them where he was going to live, which included living with his wife and kids. And he was placed on the monitor and was living with the wife and kids. Then in December of 23, the probation officer changed, or somewhere around there. And at that point, they said, hey, wait a minute, you're not supposed to be living with your wife, and started giving him a hard time. And then as it progressed, told him that they were filing the motion to revoke his probation, and things dominoed from there. He was working, he was doing all the other things, but not being able to be with his wife and kids led him to go astray. And there was never a GPS violation. There was, whether it wasn't caught, there was some error along the way. But that was his basis for not doing it, not because he was doing drugs or anything like that.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you were doing drugs or not because you didn't test.
We had a tow and you put me on the gang unit
that's when everything went downhill with the gang union officer. The first probation officer.
Jacob's defense claims it was never about drugs, only heartbreak, separation, and confusion, but the judge isn't swayed. The missing reports and silent tests tell a darker truth. And just when Jacob pleads for his family, the judge's next words shatter his hope forever.
Was going good. The gang union officer told me I had a no contact right. Since I got out of the county jail, I was living there. And then he basically told me he was in the NT Army for no contact. But the GPS monitor, I was living there already for 6 months. I was already living there.
But we're not here for that. What we're here for is you're not doing UAs. So I don't understand why you're not doing that.
I was doing everything until 6 months they gave me a different probation officer, which was like no, I needed. So when everything went haywire from there.
All right. Is there anything else? And probation? Did he, other than the drug testing, did he complete everything?
I don't have to check and review the file as far as the public support meetings and keepers. There's a total outstanding balance on the account.
Did you complete your sober support meetings?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you turn those in? That's either yes or no.
No.
All right. So here's the problem. When you don't,
Any meetings?
yes.
Yes.
Did you turn them in?
No, I had to pay.
So here's the problem. When you don't turn anything in, nobody knows that you've done that. That's the problem. All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is finding violation of condition number 20 true. Court is going to grant the motion, find you guilty. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. Court will sentence you to 4 years in the prison. The court will request the therapeutic community. The court will give you credit for any time served. Did you review? Just 1 moment. Probation.
Ma'am?
Was there any, I don't see a no contact order with Sandy Davala.
Yes, Judge.
Was there a no contact order?
Yes, Judge. Originally, it was a no harmful or injurious contact. Then that was changed to no contact.
All right, there's to be no contact with Sandy Davala. No unsupervised contact with minors. And no residing with minors. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney?
Yes.
All right, you do have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you're on deferred adjudication. Because this is an affirmative finding of family violence and a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that means, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
So after the 4 years, I can talk to Sandy.
It's best that you do not, and I'm ordering no contact.
And did I do a divorce or something? We just had a baby.
Well, that's something that you'll have to discuss with an attorney.
All right.
Your problem is that you have this assault choking, and the reason why it's a second-degree felony as opposed to a third-degree felony is because you have a prior family violence case. So you're going to need to work on you before you're in any type of relationship.
Yes.
And figure out why you get angry with people, what's going on with you. Because children in households, they don't need that because they're trying to learn and they want to be in a household that is serene and pleasant, okay?
Since 2018, I haven't caught another case and I've been good for 7 years.
I mean, I appreciate that, but this is what I want you to ask yourself. Look at your attorney. Has he ever been on probation? Has he ever caught a case? So you still need to work on yourself. All right? And your attorney did a very good job for you because you were looking at 20 years. You understand? All right, good luck to you.
The courtroom hums with uneasy silence as Jacob Anthony Davala stands before Judge Stephanie Boyd, his voice trembling under the weight of his choices. Once granted mercy through probation, Jacob now faces its collapse, the result of missed drug tests, broken rules, and a past that refuses to die. Years earlier, a violent assault charge nearly cost him everything. Deferred adjudication had given him a lifeline, a chance to rebuild, to stay free. But today, that chance is gone. When asked if he violated condition number 20, failure to comply with drug testing, Jacob's response is soft, almost defeated. True, ma'am. His attorney argues that it wasn't defiance, only heartbreak. After being fitted with a GPS monitor, he was allowed to live with his wife and kids until a new probation officer arrived and forbade it. Torn from his family, his stability shattered. But the judge isn't swayed. "I don't know if you were using drugs or not," she says firmly, "because you didn't test." Jacob pleads that he tried to stay clean to comply, but records tell another story. Missed reports, silent files, no proof. When you don't turn anything in, Judge Boyd warns, no one knows you did it. Then the final blow, probation revoked. The court finds the violation true. I sentence you to 4 years in prison. Jacob's shoulders collapse under the verdict. But before he's led away, the judge confronts the deeper truth, his history of domestic violence. She says, "You need to work on you. Children don't need anger. They need peace." Jacob, desperate, asks, "Can I talk to my wife after 4 years? We just had a baby." Her reply is calm, final. "It's best that you do not, and I'm ordering no contact." For a moment her tone softens. "Your attorney did a good job. You were looking at 20 years. He nods. "Yes, ma'am." Good luck to you. The gavel falls. The courtroom empties. In that silence, one truth remains. Justice may show mercy, but it never forgets. Jacob Davala didn't just lose his freedom that day. He lost the fragile hope of redemption and the family he fought to hold on to.